Good evening. How's everybody today? Well, I worked in the garden this morning, stopped for lunch, went in the house, had a shower, had some lunch, started feeling tired, so I thought, hey, I laid on the bed a little bit. Whew, gone. Big nap, about an hour. Woke up, watered the garden, feed the dogs, feed the birds, and then another day in paradise, huh? So I just thought I wanted to show you around the garden a little bit, but I'm going to ask you a question. So homework. I'm going to share something with you. Remember the other day I said about building that paradise house? Well, this is where it is. So I'm going to show you it, and then I'm going to explain roughly what I want to do, and then see if anybody has any cool advice. Okay? Most people are familiar with frangipani. This white one with the yellow in the middle, see? So this one I put in last year, just a little stick. And it looked like it wasn't going to make it. But look at it now. Just a stick in the ground. And this ground here is not the greatest ground in the world. If you look at it before all this is but I just keep putting stuff on the ground. And I don't rake the leaves, I just let the leaves fall. I feed the trees, and the leaves fall once a year, and I just leave it because it's putting nutrition back in the ground. And then, so the ground was quite poor, but look at it now. Just a stick in the ground turns into this. A pink frangipani. Well, so here's another one, frangipani. This one's got a yellow and pink around the outside. This one's done better. It's grown quite well. You can see it's got some leaves coming. And this is how they grow. When the growing season comes, they'll have lots of leaves, like this one over here. But these guys are younger, so they're not so well established. But they're coming, look. Some more flowers coming, and the leaves growing from the top. And this one is another one, but doesn't have flowers at the moment. This one's more pink in color. This one's more pink in color, and this one's more peach in color, and that one's white. And obviously that one over there is pink. And I have another one. I have two more over here where I'm not sure where they're going to go yet. But I have an idea, so I'd like to share that with you. So if you look here, you'll see that I've got these concrete poles up. Originally, I've got some more over here too, see them? There's my bowls I bought the other day from Thai. And so I've got one more pole to put in the middle, and I was going to put three more over here. And then I was going to put metal across the top and then salanged, so this area would have been in shade. Okay? But then, I was just going to build a small little house over in that corner on the ground, just with some gardening stuff in it, maybe a fridge and a chair or something like that. But people kept saying, oh, you should do this, you should do this. So in the end I stopped. I got confused. I thought, but that was last year. So now I'm glad I stopped actually. I wouldn't say it's a weakness, but I just say I'm glad I stopped because I've had many ideas, I believe, that are much better. Originally I just wanted to grow, you see the pineapples here? You see the pineapples? There's a bigger one, two there, and a big one over there. Originally I was just going to grow pineapples and stuff like that. Maybe put some pots up, hang pots up, and then have the tomatoes growing from the bottom hanging down on the metal going across, and the sprinkler systems, and just have like a small jungle in here of growing things to eat. But then I thought, in the summertime when it's like mega hot, I was thinking, it's going to be difficult to grow anything like that here. So another reason to stop. So now I'm thinking, hey, I thought about, the shipping containers you can buy. So I thought, hey, what if I buy a shipping container and then, build a platform for it to set up like maybe 2 meters 20 high. So you can actually walk underneath it and you can plant stuff underneath that. And then maybe a deck that comes out. But the trouble with those shipping containers is they're thick metal, and the sun here, oh my God. But when I was in Chiang Rai, I seen what somebody did. They had the shipping container and they turned it into an office. And then what they did is they built, they extended the roof up. So basically they used metal just to make a platform, and they put a roof on top of that. So the sun would hit the roof, hit that roof, and the air underneath, if there was a breeze, then that would move the air out so the container didn't actually get sunshine on it. So I thought that was a good idea. But still, I'm thinking it's still going to be hot. So the other thing there's a squirrel in the tree. The other thing I thought of doing was just building it out of metal. You know, metal's pretty cheap here. So build a frame and then build a house that have this concrete board. It's like almost an inch thick down to quite thin. And you can just put that on put some insulation in the middle, and then put another wall on the outside. And that way it'll help it to stay a little bit more cool. You know what I mean? So then you can have a platform to sit outside underneath in the shade, but it could be higher up off the ground. You know, maybe, like I said, about 2 meters up. So if there's a breeze, and then like now in the evenings, it's a little bit warm walking around here, but in the evening, you could sit and, you know, if you're high enough up, you could look over top of the hedge into the rice field, and you could come over this side. If you had the house like about here, see where the bank goes down? This is, once you hit the bank there, you see this bank right here, where it goes down? That's the edge of my property. So it runs all the way down here like that. So that land technically isn't my land. It belongs to the river authority, the government, whatever. But if you want to grow something there, you can. But you got to grow quick, because if the rain comes, then the water can come right up, and they'll hold it here to protect Bangkok. So the water can come up and down, and I've seen it right up here, like right here, right on the edge. So that means it's raised up like 6 meters plus from where it is now. So if you build a house, you know, like at the top of my hand here, so I can walk under it, then you could sit on the edge of it. If I can put you like this, sit on the edge of it, looking over the river in the evening. All that stuff there, I usually cut it back, all that tall grass stuff. I usually cut all that back, and then I can see the river, but I'm like, why? But if I had that house, I would cut it back. You could sit up there and look out, and then you could actually sleep in there. I'm thinking like, rather than just a small house with a fridge and garden tools, I was thinking small living room, bathroom, small kitchen, and so there would be a balcony sitting here facing down the river. You know, you can see straight through down there or anywhere over here. And so my point is, I'm asking you guys, any ideas? Years ago I used to collect pictures of tree houses and unusual things like that. Okay guys, so that's it. I'm gonna sign off. I'm starting to turn into bug food. I hope you have a wonderful day, and leave me some comments. Maybe in the Facebook page you can leave me some pictures or just comments. Would be nice. Tell me what you think. You know, I'm going to do this by myself, so it's a one-man band operation, so it's going to take time, but I'm not in a rush to get it completed by any certain date. I have a guy I can call, but you know, sometimes he's like hard to get a hold of, and then the other thing is I got to communicate with him, so a little bit difficult. But I want to get it done. So if you just look at this, so if you can look across there, you see the flim flaw, the pink bush in front, and then the banana tree behind. So it'll be You can imagine 2 meters off the floor, a house sitting up there with the back next to the tree on the right, facing, looking down the river. What do you think? Good idea? Let me know what you think. Give me some tips. Enjoy your evening. See you later, guys. Bye.